A Learning Manifesto, Guiding Principles and Core Beliefs about Digital Learning and Leading. Welcome to the new way of learning. Times have changed, but our values have not. Every child has the ability to learn, and every teacher has the responsibility to help them do that. By creating an environment that engages students in the learning process, we can ignite a love of learning in each child. I am passionate about engaging students in the learning process. I want them to love learning as much as I do, and I want them to learn to persevere and overcome any adversity in their path to learning. I want them to celebrate one another's success as much as they celebrate their own success. My hope is to help our school become a family of students and staff that encourages one another in and out of the classroom. It is important for digital leaders to have the tools necessary to support the needs of teachers and students through teaching and learning process. Digital technology is no longer the future of education. It is here now. It is present in the way students communicate with one another, how they express themselves, and how they present themselves to the world. Many of today's students have a digital presence at a very early age. While today's students don't have to be taught how to navigate in a digital world, they do need to be taught the etiquette and guidelines that will help keep them safe. In education, digital learning and leading faces some challenges. First, digital learning remains inaccessible for many children. Whether there are issues with the lack of devices or access to reliable internet service, not all children are able to master and use technology the same way. Second, professional development opportunities need to be made available to every educational service center in the state. Some areas have much better training and opportunities than other areas. In order for all students to benefit, the state should find a way to provide equal access to good training for all teachers. The final challenge faced, not only in digital learning but in education in general, is that many learning objectives are not developmentally appropriate. Students in general should be given opportunities to master basic concepts and skills before being pushed to understand abstract ideas. We should slow down the learning process. More is not always better. The quality of education should be valued over the quantity of things the students are expected to learn. If students are given time and opportunities to digest the information, they will retain it much better. The COVA approach can help with this. In the COVA approach to learning, the learner is given unlimited choices in how to model what is learned. Students maintain ownership of their learning. COVA opens the door to creativity by giving students voice over their authentic learning experience. The SAMR model, presented by the Hamlin School, illustrates the acquisition of technology integration with an infinity symbol. Projects can be enhanced using substitution and augmentation, or they can be transformed with modification and redefinition. The object is to choose the technological choice that is most appropriate. You do not have to master one in order to move on to the next. Taking risks and thinking creatively is encouraged. Education is always changing. Our world and the people living in it are constantly growing and developing. Because of this, education must also grow and develop to meet the needs of today's learners. Schools should encourage teachers to grow and learn as well. It is expected for students to have a safe environment in which to do this, but our teachers must have a safe environment as well. They must have the support they need to try new things. Teams of teachers should work collaboratively to better the educational opportunities of their students. These teams do not have to be restricted to one campus or even one district. Cohorts of districts could collaborate to support this growth for their teachers. We must embrace technology in order to meet the needs of our students.